I think we're doing such an amazing job of like helping all these poor souls of animals that have been neglected and that have been not been treated nicely by us humans. And I think we're doing such a great impact on this world by giving examples of like how to be more in tune with the animal world, with how we are more in tune with our environment, how we are more in tune with sharing life together as humans as well. Hi, my name is Simon. I'm part of Tenerife Horse Rescue for 2.5 years, and today I want to tell you a little bit about my story, how I arrived here, how I progressed in these 2.5 years, what this place means to me. I basically found it over Facebook. I was looking for options, like how to live more sustainable, how to give my energy and my time into projects that mean something for me. So I arrived here in May 2020 and stayed ever since. I think the first thing I remembered was like all these animals just like being free, running around. I think the first thing that when we arrived, I opened the door and instantly a dog jumped into my caravan, greeted me with all these waggly tails, and like it was a very nice first impression. I found it very family-like. It was a very small community at that time because we were only 12 people in total. So when I arrived, it was much more of a small community. Yeah, I just got greeted with open arms, and I was very joyful to be part of this and to participate in like helping this place grow. When I arrived to this place, like there was already quite a lot of animals, but not nearly as much as we now have. Like we used to have horses already, there were cats, but many of the animals that came later weren't here at that time. So we basically grew a lot in the sense of like rescuing more and more animals over time, and just the whole place basically started to grow together with me. And over time, since I'm here, we have grown to this massive community of like 40 to 50 people at all times like living here. I basically started working in construction. Soon after that, another volunteer arrived, which I basically kind of formed like a very good team. And I could learn a lot from this person in like how to do construction in various tasks, like to do cementing, do concrete jobs. There was another volunteer here that I learned how to do tiling from, actually. Yeah, he showed me like the art of doing mosaics actually, and I started to like really be passionate about it. And all these tiles are basically all set by me in many hours of work. Yeah. Pipito. Meow. A lot of mosaicing, and I think the heart of all this work is this room in the back. And as you can see, I did a very big mosaic piece here on the ground with the flower of life. And the buildings we've constructed, there's so many places that I now look back to and I'm like, aha, I've been working on this place, and I've put a screw in here, and here I've been tiling, here I've been concreting. So it's like a lot of places where I basically put my energy into and contributed into helping this place grow, basically. So here we have another little project that me and Simon built. This is a house for a volunteer, and yeah, we've been working on that for about 2 weeks to finish it, to make room for one of our volunteers. Everything that we collect here is recycled, is basically scrap, is from the bin. So you have to get creative in every material that you're using. Like the only thing that we buy is things that you can't find in the bin, like screws and maybe concrete and stuff like that. But everything else, you have to be like creative about it. So I think it really opened my mind into like, first of all, living more sustainable, using the things that we already have, and try to be more efficient with the things that we're using, what our normal society just deems as trash, basically. You can still make beautiful things, and I think this is like a living example of using things that were deemed to be trash, and look around, it's just beautiful, and we've created something amazing together. I've learned so many new skills in construction, for example, like with the tiling, with the concreting, with working with wood. I have learned how to manage to cook for, I don't know, 45, 50 people, and to be creative about the cooking process involved in it, because of course we are a sustainable community that gets their food from basically from the bin, more or less. So you have to kind of be creative in any day the food that you use to cook. I'm basically making the filling for, it's called Maultaschen in Germany. It's kind of like ravioli, but a little bit bigger. Inside this pan already I have mushrooms that you normally would buy in the supermarket for about $2.50 each, and I have 5 packs inside, so already this pan is for free, but it would be worth at least 10 euro. We have people with different food allergies, we have people that can't eat gluten, for example, so I also have to think of them like having a gluten-free meal as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things you have to consider while you're cooking for so many people, that everybody stays happy. I love cooking, but I have never cooked for like 45 people, so this is basically, here I adapted towards it. Well, you have to just cook a lot of food basically, and then you kind of have the measurement.
Attention!
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you.
I love you all, thank you. If you could please, at first only take one of these each. There's vegan, everything has signs. Everything that I cooked except for the pasta is kind of like from my region, so I hope you enjoy.
I think what's really important to say here is like it's a place to grow, and that's the beautiful thing about this place, that there's room also for error. It does not have to be perfect. Like in a normal society, you are forced to perform, and it has to be perfect, otherwise the client is not going to be happy about it. And here I can give whatever I can, and even if it's not 100% perfect, it's still going to be valid, and it's still going to be like appreciated. There's so many things that I can be thankful for. I experienced like a lot of personal growth here, and I had so many opportunities to learn various things, and I think I grew as a human. But I think for the last half a year I kind of felt that for me it's time to move on. I think part of like traveling and experiencing new things is about stepping out of your comfort zone. I think when I arrived here, I was not in my comfort zone. I was experiencing something new, and I think that's one of the philosophies I kind of learned, and shout out to Yes Theory actually for that, is like to seek discomfort, to go into this comfortness, because in this area it creates something magical, and you do something, you step over yourself basically, and you do something new. So part of me coming here was also like going into the uncertainty and seeking that discomfort actively. And I think over the years, over these 2.5 years that I've been here, I started to become comfortable, and that's when I should move on. And what I wish for this place to be is that it's an ever-growing process, that there's many more beautiful creatures to be helped, to be rescued, that we basically make a real impact. Like, we're not just talking like politicians do, no, we're doing it. We're like actively trying to make at least a little impact on a couple of creatures that, yeah, as humans sometimes don't treat nicely. And I just wish for this project to grow and grow and help because this is what the world needs. The world needs love, and I want this place to spread love and have a good impact.